Dancers from Cape Town City Ballet and Joburg Ballet are in rehearsals for a new show, I Got Rhythm, which is billed as a celebration of the rich cultural tapestry of Cape Town. Performers from a contemporary dance company, Jazzart, are also part of the show, along with singers from the Cape Town Opera Company. Newzroom Afrika's Yazeed Kamaldien joins us now with more. Yazeed, I think many of our viewers who aren't in Cape Town right now are quite jealous of the treat of getting both those musical wonders of the opera as well as the ballet. Tell us more about this new show.
That's correct. Good morning. So it will be a culmination of different dance companies and also soloists from the Cape Town Opera Company. It's the Cape Town City Ballet Company, the Joburg Ballet, and also Jazzart Dance Company that will be performing in the show called I Got Rhythm. I'm now going to be talking to the artistic producer, creative producer, and his name is David Nixon, and he's here at the Cape Town City Ballet. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. So, I Got Rhythm. Tell us about the show. What are you putting together? You're also the choreographer.
So, this is a show I produced originally in America because audiences there absolutely love Gershwin. And what I love about Gershwin is that he marries two worlds. He marries the jazz world and the classical world. And when I was thinking of what the first program would be for Cape Town City Ballet, I thought, my God, this city has a fantastic cultural landscape. It has a philharmonic, it has an opera, it has jazz arts. And then I thought, how do we reach out to an audience that perhaps is feeling ballet isn't for them? So I thought, let's do the Gershwin program, because it will bring together Philharmonic, which is on stage, singers from the opera company. I could invite jazz arts dancers to participate in the pieces, and also looking north to Joburg Ballet and having a couple of dancers join us from there. And so this is Cape Town City Ballet embracing the cultural community of Cape Town and giving a super, it's an exciting show. It has so much in it. It's just a beautiful show.
Now, ballet audiences, how do you think they will take to the contemporary dance? Because, I may have the wrong perception, but aren't they quite strict about the classical ballet? And, how are you merging contemporary dance from jazz art with the more classical ballet on stage?
So we're in the year 2024.
Thank goodness.
And I think we're not in the year 1950. And I would like to think that people everywhere are understanding that we need integration in all forms and that all styles are valuable and unique. And so one of the pieces that I was able to use the jazz arts dancers in, and they are brilliant, is Cuban Overture. And this piece has three different elements to it. So we have a very sort of classical, sensual couple that's on point. We have three women that represent another element of the 50s sort of in Cuba. And then we have these crazy wild couples, which our wonderful jazz arts dancers are able to do. So this was originally done on point. But I saw the choreography could be adapted, and we've been working in the rehearsals to make the dancers from Jazz Arts make it their own. And then also we have pieces from Porgy and Bess. There's a wonderful woman solo called My Man's Gone, and it was always intended for contemporary dancers' interpretive abilities and the way they use their bodies to show emotion. So that just works brilliantly. Other pieces in the program, like Man I Love, Rhapsody in Blue, Girl Crazy, they're all very classically based. But, I come from tap dance as well. That was where I started with tap and ballet as a 4-year-old kid. So, and I'm also from North America, so I understand that jazz element. And I've just tried to bring all that together. So it's a program, I think, for people that like, let's say, dance and music, not specifically ballet. And I think that it should appeal to a broad audience.
And that broad audience, so you're also bringing together then different interests, different audiences. Contemporary dance seems to have its own following in ballet. When you go to the shows, you can see there are different, audiences. So you're also kind of bringing in different audiences into the same space.
Okay, you're too clever for me, because that's actually what I wanted to do. Because I thought for instance, if you just like Gershwin music, The Philharmonic is going to be up there on stage, and you can come, and if you think you don't like dance, well, you can start by closing your eyes. But I think halfway through you're going to find you're opening your eyes and you're going to watch these wonderful dancers and what they do to that music. Likewise with the voices. I know that the singers from the opera company here are wonderful. I heard them recently in the Requiem piece that Jazzart did, and their voices are stunning. And so if you just want to hear those singers sing these works, come for that. But again, I'm hoping that people can understand that just because you have one thing that you really love, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy other parts of this cultural community.
And isn't that what it's about, community, collaborating? I mean, picking up on what you're talking about, community, the arts, you know, this fragmentation that you must just stick to one genre or one type of dance or one type of music. Isn't it about collaboration as well?
So I think in today's world especially, if we don't collaborate, we're dead. I think that the arts have to understand that they survive together as one, and if they compete against each other, and if they put each other down, and they say this is better than that, that is never going to work now. We don't live in that world anymore. We don't have those kinds of individual supporters that will only support this and only that. The people of today's world are looking for collaboration. They're looking for people reaching out to one another and to embrace a wider world. And I'm just hoping also that I can bring something to Cape Town from my 28 years as a director and many more years as a dancer all around the world, and working with a lot of very exceptional people. I mean, I worked with people like Eric Brun, Rudolf Nureyev, Makarova, Glenn Tetley, John Neumar. I mean, I was very, very fortunate as a dancer who I had the privilege of working with. And one of my things was always trying to store that information so that one day, if I had the opportunity to direct other people, that I would be able to share that with them. And I think that's what our art form is about. I mean, the best dancers are those who are vulnerable and willing to expose themselves on stage, not those ones that are arrogant and just showing off. You know, there's an element always of showing off, but there's got to be that thing that's about those individuals and what they want to share. And so, yes, it's collaboration, the C word.
Yeah. The other C word is Cape Town.
Cape Town, collaborative Cape Town, how's that?
Bring us back to Cape Town. So I've read up on the production, I Got Rhythm, and it says that it's also about celebrating Cape Town. How are you doing that visually or through the dance?
So celebrating Cape Town, I guess, would be the fact that I've brought everyone together, that I have brought from our company here, Jazzart, the opera, the Philharmonic, and then, of course, in this outstanding theater of artscape. So that's what's bringing Cape Town together. Also just doing the adaptation. So looking at a company like Jazzart and those dancers and their strengths, and how do I put that into and work with a ballet company. The other thing I'd like to say, it's integration. So for instance, often in the past I know that the company invited stars to dance, but it was always like the stars and then the company. This time, everyone is integrated into the work. So I have a very good dancer coming that I worked with. I brought him up as a very young dancer from America. He's not one and only there. He's going to be a part of the company.
Well, thank you so much. We'll leave it at that for now.